What is up, obscure mic people? It's Bark. I'm back, and I have a USB condenser microphone because they are aplenty out there in the universe. It's the Iron 192 from Alabs. It is a 24-bit, 192 kilohertz USB condenser microphone. Aluminum body. I knew it was a good quality. I'll tell you more after this unboxing, and we'll go through and do all the good stuff. All right, so we're going to use the phone mic here, just because I don't have a great comparison mic for this, where it's a USB condenser, kind of a desktop style, but the Iron 192. Open up the box, and you've got immediately a USB-C to A cable with an adapter to go to C. So that's nice. Got all your connection points covered there. And inside the box, it looks like we've got, I probably misplaced the documentation because I don't see it, but outside of the box, we've got the Alabs microphone on a nice heavy-duty metal stand with, let's see, we've got, not labeled greatly, but we've got mic volume and headphone volume knobs. No presses on either. Got a USB-C connection and a 3/8 threading and a headphone jack. Very solid microphone, very metal. So there's that. And there's the Alabs mic set up. These knobs are plastic, but pretty good. Everything's metal. This is metal. Got a mute button here. Capacitive, not a press, just a touch mute. And looks like a pill. Looks like a Beats pill on a nice stand. So yeah, that is the microphone. All right, so on that unboxing, I couldn't really show you the mute switch here, the capacitive mute switch, but I'll show it to you now. Turns red when it's engaged, so not working when it's red. Like I said in the unboxing video, the build quality here, fantastic. Right now, the microphone's on sale at Amazon for $29.99 as of the day of this recording, which is August 8th, 2022. And that's a good deal for something of this build quality, but how does it sound? In my headphones, on the headphone out of the microphone, it sounds kind of thin, but in my experience, a lot of these USB mics sound thinner in the headphone jack than it does coming through the recording. So if I had to guess, it's probably going to be a little bit better. I'm not going to give you my opinion on this one because I am just, unless it knocks my socks off on a listen back or something, I'll give you my opinion then. Maybe I'll give you my opinion on a recap at the very end, because I'm not going to listen to this thing until I'm almost done with this video. I've listened to it a little bit, and I do think that it sounded better out of the headphone jack than it did in the headphone jack, but who knows? It's sometimes when you use these USB mics, it gets blended. But I will say the build quality and the latency-free monitoring, USB-C, mute button, stand, which I don't like stands, but whatever. Good value for 29 bucks as of today. Let's go ahead and throw this thing through some tests. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pineapple pizza. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pineapple pizza. I don't hear any plosives in my headphones, but there's not a lot of low end in my headphones either, so maybe I'm just not hearing them. When you get right on top of the Alabs Iron 192, this is what it sounds like when you're right on top of the Alabs Iron 192. Now let's go ahead and do some off-axis rejection, talking into the front of the mic, and I'm going to turn it 90 degrees, and then 180 degrees, and then 90 degrees again, and then back around to the front of the microphone. Ooh, I can see through it there. Just for a split second. I see that it's a small diaphragm capsule like I suspected, which most of these are. I think the only way to extend this video past 3 minutes is to go take a listen to this microphone and see what we got. Feature set and everything, like, I have no complaints. Like, the Headphone jack, again, super thin, but let's find out if it is actually super thin. I'll be right back. Well, I only listened on my computer speakers, but it sounded a heck of a lot heftier in those than it did on these. So I think the headphone out is just a little weakish, but at least it is real-time monitoring, and it is real-time. Like, it is good in that aspect, just not heavy on the bass. So for $29.99 and what I heard on the computer speakers, which had considerably more low end than the headphone jack is showing me right now, I think if you need a microphone as a first timer, $29.99, this is, it's clear and it sounds pretty solid. It's not too bad. So I think this is a pretty solid buy, especially if you value build quality pretty high on your list. But other than that, man, like you can mount it to a boom arm. It's fairly attractive, being like sleek and black and shiny. Like it's really a quality looking mic. If I didn't know any better and I saw this thing on a rack at Best Buy, I would think it was like $100 to $150. So not terrible there. It's actually not bad on the computer speakers. Again, I will post my note and pin it at the top after I listen on some more sources, but I just wanted to get this one. I wanted to get this one done. I'm going to do some USB mics, knock them out, and send them to members only. Hit join if you want to see those videos first, then I'll release them to the public later. But the Iron Alabs 192, not blowing me away or anything, but it sounds clear, not really harsh from what I'm hearing so far. Again, I'll update in a note posted, like a comment section, I'll pin it. But I don't think it's bad, especially for $29.99. The build quality is freaking excellent. So Alabs might have a pretty decent beginner microphone on their hands with this one. And the fact that you can put it on a desk here and angle it up and do this, talk into it like that, I don't know what kind of sound you're going to get doing it that way, but if that's all you care about is Zoom meetings and you want to use this mic in that way, you can. Let's turn it up while I'm doing that. There we go. Let's see. We'll just crank it up there. I'm sure it's going to get a lot of room noise. But this is on the desk, angled up at me. This is what it would sound like if you didn't put it on a boom arm or hold it like a goofball like me. That's all I got, man. Obscure mics, Alabs 192. The Iron 192 is out of here. Bark's out of here. Not bad for $29.99. Again, if you want to mess around with a donor mic, the build quality here is perfect for that. I don't know about the internals, but Alabs, not bad. Obscure mics. Peace out.